Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dan from Big Bucks Trading. In this video, I'm going to be going over my technical analysis on Bitcoin and a few scenarios that could be playing out next for Bitcoin. Also, if you haven't checked out my Twitter, it's Dan Trading. I go over stock plays and crypto updates throughout the week. So the first thing that I wanted to do is play this clip from my Bitcoin video from about 3 months ago. It's just basically going over my expectations for the rest of the Bitcoin bull run. So those are 3 reasons why I think Bitcoin has not reached its top yet. We have a bullish divergence indicating that the downtrend is over and it's going to start marching its way back up. We have the 5-wave Elliott wave structure with your ABC correction, which indicates that it's going to take out that previous high of 65K. And it hasn't fully got out to that top of our fractal from the past. And it's still indicating one more big push to the upside to get to that 4.236 extension. So that's my 3 reasons why I think that it's not at its top. So my expectations for the market back in here was that it was going to go higher and take out that 65K. And as you could see a few days ago, it did just that. So now that it already took out its previous high around $65,000, I'm going to be going over some targets for Bitcoin. And I'm going to start off by the worst case scenario that the top could already be in. If you take a look at the daily time frame on Bitcoin, it is in this big Elliott wave structure. So we had primary wave 1, 2, 3, which was at 65K, 4 back down to 29K, and now it is going on to set wave 5. And it is possible that wave 5 has already topped. A good target for wave 5 is to draw a trend line from the bottom of wave 2 to the bottom of wave 4 and then parallel up to the top of wave 3. So if we take a look at Bitcoin and draw a trend line from the bottom of wave 2 to the bottom of wave 4 and then up to the top of wave 3, a good target for wave 5 is at that upper trend line, and you can see that that's exactly where it caught resistance at recently. Another reason why I think that the top could be in for Bitcoin is if you draw a trend-based Fibonacci extension from the origin of wave 1 to the top of primary wave 3 and then down to the bottom of primary wave 4, a good target for a 5th wave is at that 0.618 Fibonacci level, and you can see that's exactly where it caught resistance at. If you take a look at this, these are some wave 5 predictions, and one of them is a 0.618 of wave 1 plus wave 3 down to wave 4. That's exactly where Bitcoin caught resistance at. So this could indicate that the bull market is over and now we are heading into a bear market. So that is the worst case scenario I see playing out on Bitcoin. Now if it does break through this 0.618 Fibonacci level and does break that upper trend line, then I will think that our wave 5 will continue going higher, and I'm going to show you guys the next target if we do break these levels. So in the video that I made 3 months ago on Bitcoin, I talk about how I do believe that it is following this fractal from the past. You can see how it's following the same exact support and resistances. And that fractal does take us up to around $80,000, which would indicate that our wave 5 is not finished. If you take a look at the past from that fractal and you draw your Fibonacci retracement from swing high to swing low, you can see that Bitcoin did get out to that 4.236 extension, though it did wick a little above it. That was when it went into the bear market once it hit that level. If it does continue to follow this fractal, it does indicate that it is going to get up to that 4.236 and possibly even wick above it. And this is another indicator that the bull run is not over yet and it still has a little bit higher to go. But it does have to break that 0.618 Fibonacci level and that upper trend line to indicate that we are going to get to this 4.236 extension. So now I'm going to show you guys the very best possible scenario I see that could play out on Bitcoin, though I do think that this is not as likely as the other scenarios. I'm still going to show it to you guys. In this Elliott wave count that I have on it, this does show that wave 5 is not finished yet and is still going higher. So if Bitcoin did get above that measured move for the fractal and above the 4.236 extension, then I would expect this scenario to play out. So in this Elliott wave count, I have this as our intermediate wave 1, this as our intermediate wave 2, and it is going on to set wave 3. So if $80,000 does break and it does continue to grind its way up, I would think that Bitcoin would get to that 1.618 for the end of primary wave 5, which would be around $125,000. As you can see in these methods to predict a wave 5 and how far it's going to go, it could reach a 0.618, which it did just reject now, or it can get up to that 1.618. So that is why I think that that would be the next target. Also, Bitcoin does have an extended third wave, and typically when you do see a third wave extension, wave 1 and wave 5 are equal in length. So if you put that right at the bottom of wave 4, you could also see that that perfectly takes it up to that 1.618, around $125,000 to $128,000 would be the next target if it did break those previous resistances. So those are the scenarios that I see playing out on Bitcoin. If intermediate wave 5 is not done and it does start to break through the 0.618 retracement level and does break through that upper trend line, then I will think that primary wave 5 will continue to go higher. But until we see that start to happen, it does have the potential to go into a bear market. If those resistances do break, I will then think that we are going up to $70,000 to $80,000, which is going to be the 4.236 extension of this whole entire move, and also the top of that fractal that it has been following throughout this whole entire bull run. And last of all, if all those resistances do break, though I think that that is not likely, it is still possible that Bitcoin does get up to $125,000 before primary wave 5 is over, and then it goes into the bear market. So now I'm basically just waiting to see what scenario will play out on Bitcoin. No matter which scenario plays out, I don't think it will affect the bull runs for the altcoins that I'm bullish on, such as Sia Coin, Dogecoin, and XRP. Even if it did top, or it is getting close to the top, if you look at the 2017 bull run right over here, you have XRP, Dogecoin, and Sia Coin. You can see that they really went on their bull runs when Bitcoin was basically at the top. You can see that they did have runs, but they did go sideways for a while. And then when Bitcoin did get near that top, that's when they really started to rage. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. And I'll continue to post more of these type of videos. Have a good one.